Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Marissa, and I'm here as the Crafty Heifer. I'm going to start off tonight by just saying I do have a headache, so I'm probably going to be a little bit off. Um, I'm doing my best to work through it, so just be aware. I may not go the whole hour. I may have some pauses in conversation, but tonight I am working on the Lone Star Stitchers. It's the Texas exclusive pattern. Now, some of you guys are going to remember me working on this back last spring. And this is for the Texas retreat that I'm doing, the stitching retreat that I'm attending. I'm not hosting, I'm attending this one in April here in Texas, in Dallas. And so this is what I had gotten done. Was that right there? And I'm stitching this. This is linen. And I just am not happy with it. There's lots of mistakes, lots of places where I was really bad off. My border is completely foobar, cannot be fixed at this point. And so I scrapped this on linen. I'm probably going to save like some of these flowers that I actually got really good, some of the red ones, and probably the Texas flag maybe. And I'll make like little key fobs or something like that out of it. But I switched over to this light blue Aida, and it's not coming across on screen really well, but it kind of looks like a sky with like a little bit of clouds and stuff in it that Kim gave me. And so I'm just transferring the pattern over, and I've already got a lot better with the counting and things like that. So let's see who's here with me tonight. Rivka is here. She was waiting on me. Hello, Riv. And there's Creative Mayhem. Hey, Sharon. Hello, Odd. Hi, Crystal and Deanne. Hey, Tia. Hey, Charlavain. There's Hallow Queen. I once was here, but now I'm gone. My stomach growled. I'll be back. No worries. I completely understand. I am fully aware that I go like right in the middle of dinner time for a whole lot of people, so I get it. Hi, Deborah. Welcome, everybody. Rivka says she's got light blue Aida. Hey, Phyllis. Long time no see. How you doing? I'm confused about the form, but we'll talk to you later about it. Yeah. So that's actually going to lead me into my next topic, which is the retreat. And that is the Lone Star Retreat in Missouri in October. We do currently have 2 spots open. So if you are wanting to go to a retreat and you want some information about that, please contact me and I'll give you all the information that you need. But we do have 2 current spots open. So if you would like to go, you are welcome to join us. And for those of you that are already signed up, don't forget that we have our retreat roundup number 3 on Saturday, and that's at 2:00 Central Time. So we're going to be doing that, and we're actually going to be playing a game this week. And all you're going to need to do is be in your craft space. And that game is going to be for extra raffle tickets for prizes. So make sure that you're ready to go. And because it's going to be kind of like a scavenger hunt. So make sure you know where all your stuff is. You might want to clean your craft area because you're going to need the space. So let's see who else has popped in. Oh, yeah, Allie, headaches are the worst. This one is, we've had a massive cold front come through. Most of you are probably under the same cold front. And so it's been building all day. Hello, Danielle. It was so nice to talk to you the other night. Hi, Chris and Kel. Phyllis says she hasn't been able to get on to her phone data for 4 weeks. Oh, no. That's not good. But yeah, so that is retreat stuff. And then, yeah, that cold front came through. So it is extremely cold in Texas right now for Texans. I think our high next Monday is supposed to be 21. And then like our low, I think that night is supposed to be like 9 or 10 degrees. So yes, it's cold. I did get a couple of things actually almost fully finished. So I'm going to go back in and give this like some backing and, some bows or something. But I got this one done and I just finished these on a wrapped canvas from Dollar Tree and just used my staple gun. So this is the Stitchonomy one. You guys have seen me work on this one. That was the Winter Sal. And then I gave this one to Kim to do the spiders on her collar, but Not Perky is finally finished. So my Wednesday Addams is done. And I finished this the same way as I did the other one. I just wrapped it, and this is also a Dollar Tree canvas. So yeah, I love this one. This is like all the things. Absolutely love this one. And this one came off of Etsy. So if you want that pattern, I think it was only like $6 or $7. So yeah, so I got those two things done. Like I said, I'm going to back them with some pretty fabric and put a bow and, do some things like that to make them really pretty. And then put them up on my wall here above my craft desk. But I think that's what I had to talk about. I'm trying to remember all the things. So we're going to start. You guys have heard me talking about the Sense and Sensibility Sal that I'm doing. And so I got all the fabric and all the floss for that. It starts this weekend. So I'm trying to get some work put in on this Texas one so that I can get that one done. And that's for Stitching Book Club. So basically what they do is a really cool idea that I think we could probably do with diamond painting if we wanted to. But basically Stitching Book Club, they read a book and then they work on a, what is the word I'm looking for? A related pattern, basically, at the same time. So we're doing Sense and Sensibility first, and then they're doing The Great Gatsby and Little Women this year as well. So I definitely want to do Little Women. I'm still undecided on Gatsby. That was not my favorite book. Reading it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. So, but Little Women and Sense and Sensibility, I'm there for it. So I went on Audible and got the Sense and Sensibility Audible book, which is included with your subscription. If you're subscribed to Audible, you can get that for free. And so I'll be listening to that while I stitch. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. I'll be listening to that while I stitch. So that'll be kind of fun. I haven't read that in a very long time. But that will start this weekend. And then, of course, we have Rebecca Crafting Journey does a book club on Sundays. And we're reading Naked in Truth. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. It's Naked in something. I don't remember. Anyway, it's by J.D. Robb. And so that'll be on Sunday that we'll be doing that one. And today so those of you that have an Audible subscription, you guys know, like, I've totally gone down the Bridgerton rabbit hole, right? I love all of the Bridgerton. And today I found a podcast called What Would Lady Danbury Do? And I really like it. Naked in Death. Yeah, okay. I went down the Bridgerton rabbit hole. And when I was on Audible today, I noticed that they have the third book, which is Benedict's book. And it was on sale for $5 and some change, to where they're usually $20. So if you're wanting to actually read some of the books or have one of the books read to you, I guess, then now would probably be the time to get that, because that was a pretty good price for an Audible book for $5. And then I did watch a couple more episodes, or I should say rewatched a couple episodes while I was doing paperwork today. Yeah, that is a really good deal on that Bridgerton book. I just happened to see it while I was on there. So there's you a little book there, but I got that. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't think. I'm sorry. Anyway, Bridgerton's on sale. That'll be the 4th book in the series that I've read, even though it's the 3rd book in the series, because I skipped that one and went to 4. So now I'm coming back to it. Hello Queen says the books I'm listening to now cost like $40. Yeah. So all of the Bridgerton series that's on there, they're all like $20 to $25. And so to get it on sale, yeah. Hello Queen says you still have PTSD from reading Gatsby in high school. Yeah, there's a lot really wrong with Gatsby. I was not the best pleased with it. Hey, Samantha, welcome. I'm sorry if I'm missing comments and all of that kind of stuff. Tia said she's currently rewatching also. I'm trying to think. There was something else I was going to tell you guys about that I found that was exciting. Oh, no, it wasn't something that I found. I might have started a cross-stitch pattern for Bridgerton that's not quite finished yet. But for those of you that cross-stitch, I do have one. I'm going to probably just offer it to whoever wants to do it. But yeah, so if it's something that you might be interested in, it won't be very big. But I did go ahead and start designing one. And, you know, there's the scene. And like all crafters do, you know, you always see things pop up in like film and movies. And you're like, oh, that's a cross stitch or that's needlepoint or, you know, whatever. I still haven't seen a diamond painting in any popular media, but I'm sure it'll happen. The scene where Violet is needlepointing the tulips for Daphne. So it's going to have tulips on it and it's going to have a couple of other things. So I will let you guys know here in a week or so when I get that finished. I'm sure I will let you guys see it. And I've had this fabric. I have this really pretty unicorn looking fabric that I've had for forever. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to stitch it on. It's very pastel. It's very in keeping with the tone of the show, with the colors that all the Bridgertons wear in the show, or at least the women. And so I thought that would be appropriate to stitch it on. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do, because I'm super excited to stitch it. And some of you this last week got a sneak peek in the Saturday morning chat of this year's was it this week or was it last week? Anyway, some people got a sneak peek of the St. Jude pattern for the year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should be premiering in March. So whenever the websites open up for fundraising this year is when the St. Jude pattern will come out as well. And I cannot wait to see everybody's interpretation of it, because it's very much going to be a choose your own colors, create your own color palette type of pattern. And I want somebody else that's not me to transfer it to a diamond painting, please. Because I really liked the one that I did last year, but that'd be great if somebody else would do that. So I saw a couple people sneak in. Hello, Amanda. Everybody's just saying hi to each other. Thank you for that, you guys. Anyhow, so I don't have a whole lot to share this week. It's been a pretty quiet week. I did get the Christmas tree down, finally. You know, middle of February, but that's okay. That's okay. So the Christmas tree did get taken down. And then we did have a stitching meetup on Sunday, which was a special one because one of our members is moving. And so we kind of had like a little stitchy party to say goodbye to her. And it was nice just to go and hang out with everybody like it always is. Halloween says her Christmas tree is still up. That's okay. That is okay. So I'm going to finish this thread and then we'll do something more exciting than gold X's. We're going to start making flowers. It's nude, but for the garland, but it's still up. So yeah, mine was honestly, it only takes me like 30 minutes to take down the tree. I don't know why I always put it off. I think it's something to do with more of the feeling of taking it down than actually taking it down. Do you know, does that make sense? It's kind of sad to take down the Christmas tree. And especially this year when we needed all the cheer. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but excuse me while I lick my thread. Let's see if I can get it back on here so that I can finish it off. There we go. Hi, Melissa. So the only bad part about doing each X individually is it makes your back a lot cleaner, but it also makes it harder to thread and finish off threads. At least personally, that's what I think. So you can see it's very nice back today since I'm doing the X's more individually. So I'm trying to work on my using both hands to cross stitch because supposedly it's supposed to make you cross stitch faster. So let's see. I missed some comments. Christmas tree is down, but your wreath is still on the door. So I just changed mine out. On Sunday, I put my Mardi Gras wreath up that I made last year. Some of y'all will remember me making that last year. Leave it up and join you. I thought about it. I really did, but I don't have anywhere to store that much more decoration. So Mayhem says everything down and put away. And I just noticed I have Christmas hand towels in the bathroom. So I always leave one bucket out and open because I always find stuff after I put everything else away. So I always have one bucket that I leave out and leave open, and it's got all the random stuff. Yeah, it signifies the end of another season. I think that's what it is. Decorate it for different each holiday. Hey, Yvonne. I think I have everything down. I go to pat myself on the back and then nope. Yeah, exactly. That's why there's a bucket. That's something that I picked up from my mom. She did that for a lot of years. All the stuff would come down. Most of it would get put away. And then she'd always leave one bucket out just in case. And it was always needed. So I did switch my blues from the other pattern. I'm using 823. We all know what color that is. Since this is a lighter blue fabric, I figured I would go with a darker blue. It may be too dark, but it's the one I liked the best. So we're just going to fondle the yarn a little bit, and then we can pull out a strand here. So Halloween says you swapped out the Christmas for the Valentine's wreath. I have the Valentine's wreath that I made at work. I've never been a big Valentine's person. So I would just much rather do Mardi Gras, which is, to me, is a lot more fun. Most of the stuff I got at Dollar Tree, but when I made that wreath, I had so much fun making it because it's just, you can go full gaudy as you want to, and it still looks good. And that just makes it fun to me. All right. Make sure I'm starting in the right place here. And there we go. So this pattern has these little things. I guess they're supposed to be like the stems of the flower or something. To me, they just kind of look weird, but it's just my opinion. So nobody shoot the opinion here. Oop. Sorry. Halloween says the lawn decorations are still out, and due to the temperature, they're frozen to the ground. Well, yeah, because y'all are like stupid below zero up there. I know when we were talking with Steph the other night, I think she said it was like 21 below zero or something. I don't think I've ever, well, no, it's been below zero here, I think, once that I can remember. But it was like -2. And that lasted for maybe 24 hours. So it wasn't exactly a whole long time that, stayed in place. Let's see. And then we're going to go over one and up one. All right. Whoops. Amanda says you have a holiday drawer. It collects things until next time that holiday comes by. Exactly. Mardi Gras just isn't really a thing up here. No, it's not. And I'm close enough. I'm in East Texas, and so we're close enough to Louisiana that it's kind of a thing here. But, you can be in Louisiana in a couple hours from Dallas. And so, to me, it's just a fun kind of a holiday. And I know it's got, a lot of religious significance behind it and all that. I'm not downplaying any of that. I'm just saying, I think it's fun. I enjoy the decorations. I enjoy the spirit of the festivities. And so last year I decided to go with a Mardi Gras wreath, and haven't regretted it whatsoever. So the other thing I'm trying to do with my cross stitch, as I've been working on some patterns, which I worked on several this last week, is I'm trying to read the patterns more horizontally instead of jumping around so much, to see if that helps with the mistakes in counting. So if you've been cross stitching for a while, that was one of the things that the ladies in my group mentioned to me, was to read more horizontally than kind of just jumping around everywhere. Okay, so we're going to go here. I'm sorry if y'all can hear the banging from the dog upstairs. I thought about going up there and then figured that would probably be a bad idea because he's kind of a big dude. So, sorry, my virus protection popped up. We have periodic thaws. This is just a really cold snap right now, right? It's very cold. Hey, Kara. Hi, Gypsy. Heather. Welcome. We're going to -2 this weekend, Deanne says. See, it's just a big old nope. Just no thanks. You can keep that. Y'all already have your drunk weathers already down here. You can take all that back, and I'm going to be okay. Although I will say this, I don't mind it because it's supposed to last for about a week. So it should kill off the bugs really well, because that's what I was worried about. It's been so mild this year. I was really worried about a lot of mosquitoes and stuff if we don't get a really good cold snap like this. Yeah. Deborah is expecting this cold front over the weekend. Halloween says, hi, today was -7 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's too cold. That's what that is. Kara, who's in Houston, says they are at 45. Yeah, they might get snow down there. 45 for Houston is very cold for them. We will be celebrating this year in memory of Mardi Gras. Yeah, so one of the things we were talking about is that because they aren't able to have the parades and things this year like they normally do, a lot of folks in Louisiana have instead decorated their houses. And you guys, I don't remember what the hashtag is right now. Danielle might know. But if you get a chance, go online and look for 2021 Mardi Gras houses, because some of these things are epically awesome. I mean, epically awesome. So if you get a chance and that's something that interests you, you should definitely take a look because, yeah, definitely awesome. There we go. But yeah, I went down a rabbit hole on Instagram of the Mardi Gras houses, and I was just like, I just want to live in that house. Can I just live in the house? And I do follow a group on Facebook called For the Love of Old Houses. And it is, I mean, these are houses that some of them are very reasonably priced. A lot of it depends on where they are. And then some of them are just like stupid expensive, 15 million, things like that. But a lot of them are houses that have been around for, a couple hundred years. And people have gone in and they've renovated them, some really well, some a little too modern. They've taken out a lot of the character of old houses, which is what I like about them. But it is a fun group to follow. So if you like old houses and like all the little character quirks and the nooks and crannies and all of that kind of stuff, that is a fun group to follow. And a lot of the members will put their houses on there and things like that so that you can see them. Let's see. Mardi Gras shut down in her town. Yeah, Danielle. Hey, dearly. We pray for those temps up here. Yeah. It's all about, different locations, different things. Heather says it's supposed to be -6 here in central Oklahoma this weekend. I am not okay with this. Yeah, that's kind of where we're all at too. Is I'm happy because no mosquitoes, but on the other hand, it's still flipping cold. So I am currently wearing my blanket hoodie. Those of you that saw this the last time, it is lined with a Sherpa. So I'm very warm inside, and when I go outside, if I have to go outside, it is very warm there as well. Hey, Rebecca. Mayhem says it's 16 here now, but Crown and Coke are keeping you toasty. Oh, Lord. So we have Tipsy Mayhem is here and ready to wreak havoc. Tipsy Mayhem is fun though. Oh yeah, I've gotten my stitchy bug back for now, so we'll see how long that lasts. Decorating houses is a cute idea, right? I thought that was a really good idea. So the one that I saw that was my absolute favorite was I think it was called Release the Kraken, and it was like a 2 or 3 story house, and it was one of the older style houses, and they had literally had this like these kraken limbs, like octopus limbs kind of a thing, coming out of all of their upper windows, and they had it all lit up with different lights and all that kind of stuff. It was freaking awesome. So yeah, that one was by far my favorite that I saw. And I know there were several others that were really good. So take a look if you like Mardi Gras. Creative Mayhem says she frogged so much yesterday she was in the negative. As long as you keep the frog over there. There it is. Thank you, Danielle. It's hashtag Mardi Gras houses. Your house isn't so old. It's mid-century modern, which is not my thing. I'm not really a mid-century modern type of a person. Let's see. There's one there. Is that it? That is it for that one. So I'm going to do what we're not supposed to do. And I'm going to carry my thread quite a distance. So nobody tell the cross stitch police that I'm doing this, okay? But I'm fixing to carry this thread like a monster. Okay. There we go. Wouldn't normally do that, but yeah. Hello Queen says, I would personally love to live in an old Victorian house. I love Victorian houses. So what are you guys' favorite types of old houses? If you like old houses, what are your favorite types? Because I think actually buying a house, I would probably want like a Craftsman. It's very American. It's a very, charming type of a house, I guess I could say. So I would probably live in a Craftsman. I love Victorian houses because of all the little quirks and the nooks and crannies and the windows and, all of the fun things. But what kind of house would you want to live in if price was no object? The things you could do with the Victorian Manor for Halloween. Exactly. And for Christmas, like, come on. How can you talk and count cross stitch? I have a hard enough time just counting the cross stitch, let alone talking to. So it's definitely taken some practice. And there's also what you guys don't see sometimes is that when I get off, a lot of times I have to go back and frog. So that's why I'm taking longer breaks to count today than I normally would. And I'm double checking my pattern before I put a stitch in, just in case. So, but this pattern is, knock on wood, fairly easy. So like the border is all exactly the same count. It's a repeat pattern. So kind of once you get into the groove of it, you can get quite a bit done on it if you just, like I said, double check where you're at and all that kind of stuff, and keep your floss on your needle. Problem is the old houses in New Orleans all have their own spirits. Yeah. Listen, I can live with a ghost in the house as long as they know that, you stay over there and I stay over here and we're fine. I'm okay with that. So it definitely depends on what kind of spirits that they are. Exactly. Yvonne says she wants a log cabin house. I do like a good log cabin. That's a good idea, Yvonne. A log cabin is nice. So Tia says colonial and oddly enough extremely modern, like glass balcony overlooking pool deck type of modern. Okay. All right. Oh, is Sharon leaving? Oh, no problem. Good night, Sharon. I know it's been rough for you. I'm glad that you got to come by and hang out with us for a little while. Just keep all the sage burning. Exactly. So when you walk in and you introduce yourself and you're just like, so listen, you don't scare me. Don't move my stuff around. Don't watch me in the bathroom and we can be fine. We'll be fine roommates. Do your thing over there and I'll do my thing over here and we'll be fine. Protect the house. That's all I need. Heather says you want to live in a castle in Scotland. Here in the States, I love craftsman homes. Okay, so Heather, we probably have a lot in common because if I didn't think about a castle in Scotland being on the menu, I guess I need to think bigger. Yeah, a castle in Scotland. I could get down with that. Except they don't have the best internet in Scotland, so it would be really hard to have a YouTube channel. And they also I don't think they're very good about getting deliveries in some places. So I don't think your Amazon 2-day Prime shipping works very well in Scotland, at least not in the Highlands. All right. I did look up, speaking of Scotland and the Highlands, I was very excited. So, last year, all of our Scottish festivals got canceled, right? We got to do Irish Fest, which was at the beginning of May here in Dallas. And then literally everything else on the schedule for the entire year got canceled. Some of the festivals ended up doing virtual festivals and things like that, but nothing in person for almost a year now. And I started looking the other day because I've got to get a newsletter out this week for the Scottish Society. And Irish Fest is virtual, but we're supposed to have San Antonio, which would put me there in April. And we're supposed to have Texas Scottish Festival, which is in May here in the DFW Metro. So I am hoping, fingers crossed, that we're actually going to get to have some of that in person. And I have a feeling that I'll probably be the face of the organization this year, simply because I am the youngest. So chances are, if I were to get COVID again, I wouldn't expire from it. So unlike the other folks in our organization who are all in their 80s and up. Hold on. My off account. Yep. I sure enough am. Okay. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Can we fudge it? That's the question. Nope. Okay. See? There you go, folks. Those of you that think I don't have to frog. Here's your proof right here. Totally off a line. So we're going to read some chat instead. Just switched your outdoor lights from Christmas to Valentine's. Okay. Amanda says she just wants a house with at least 2 crafting areas or rooms, no guests, and room for all your animals. No kids or man children allowed. Fair. That's fair. Hello Queen says she likes a good castle as well. Mayhem likes her spirits in a bottle, not in a castle. Ghosts can be the best roommates, as long as they don't creep me out. They don't eat your food. They don't leave stuff everywhere. They only rarely have weird people over. Dearly says that reminds me of that older show, Scariest Places on Earth, walking in and giving rules to ghosts. Yeah, I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but okay. I think you're supposed to politely ask them, to mind their own cause. I am drinking hot tea, or what started out as hot tea anyway. If you can buy a castle, you can buy a satellite. Fair enough, Heather. If I could afford a castle, I could afford to lay the fiber. I don't think it's so much affording to lay it. I think it's just the distance from everything else up there. So Hello Queen says, when she wins the lottery, you'll retrofit a Scottish castle and invite everyone down for a retreat. I'm in. I will so be there. Deanne says she wants Chip and Joanna Gaines' house. So she likes a good farmhouse style, is what she's saying. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to keep doing this. We'll do the other half properly, and then I'll back this part out on this side and just redo those 6 stitches. So we're going to do this the least labor-intensive way possible, or at least attempt to. So, as you can tell, I'm not very good about using both hands. Hello Queen says, I have a networking background. Trust me, with enough coin, you can have all the internets. I don't normally play the lottery, but I'm not lying, you guys. When the Powerball here in Texas was 800,000, no, was that wrong? No, it was 800 million, I think, at one point. I really, really thought about it really hard and decided not to. Because that is a lot of money. Even if the government takes half, that's still a lot of money. Kevin said he likes his spirits over the rocks. He's all mine, ladies. Yeah, he did a really good anniversary trip to the grocery store. He brought all the things home from Mayhem. I was very proud. She was telling us all about it, and she seems to be pretty happy. So that made me happy, even though they can't really go anywhere or do anything. My husband plays every week. He's a dreamer. You know what? I think everybody has their thing. I'm sure people say we spend too much money on crafts and it's probably a waste or whatever. They don't know what they're talking about, but I know they say it. Anyway. So if he wants to play the lottery and you guys can afford it, what else? Never know what'll happen, right? Hollow Queen says, my husband likes his spirits in a glass. He leaves any other kinds to you. Creative Mayhem says he heard you. He's nosy. Always listening in on our conversations. Oh, blast. Did I do that last one wrong? Sure enough. Let's see. Did I go up this side? Nope. Okay, ladies. And if there's any gents here, I think I'm going to have to completely redo this one. See, I talked about the frog. I mentioned the frog, and I brought on the frog. This is all your fault, Mayhem. I told you to keep the frog over there. He spends the money on it, never expecting to win. It's just a fun thing to dream about. Exactly. It is a fun thing to dream about. So let's get out ye old seam ripper. And let's frog. We're just going to frog the whole section. I'm going to be real quiet so that I can try not to rip my fabric, because that's what I'm always more worried about when I'm frogging, is ripping the fabric than anything else. And I can see the chat rolling. Give me just a second, guys. Oop. That's the end of the thread. All right. There we go. Yes. Well, I couldn't reverse it. The whole thing had to come out. Unfortunately. So, there we go. It is probably too cold for frogs. That's probably why I had to frog. Every time I hear frog, Amanda says all I want to do is say ribbit, ribbit. Well, that's why it's called frog, is because you rip it out. So yeah, I don't know how to do that. Hello Queen says she needs to stop looking at all the pretty diamond paintings. Hey, Pippa. You just reverse the stitch and unpick. Give chocolate, not the ability to frog. So yeah, so that was fun. Let's try this again. All right, let's see. So we're going to go... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I just realized I cannot do a loop start on this. So change out the floss, because I don't know how to do the other one with the ball tip. Crystal says you hate frogging. I have to take out way too much, but I guess that's part of learning. Yeah, it is definitely part of learning. I've noticed, like I was talking to the girls, the ladies in my group. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that stupid dog upstairs. There will be a complaint filed tomorrow because I'm over it. I'm real over it. Anyway, I was talking to them and I was, saying as we were going through all of my projects that I've started over the last year, that I can definitely see a difference in my stitches and in the way everything is laying and how quick I'm still slow. Don't get me wrong. Still a slow stitcher, but I'm getting faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do the pin start, Pippa, but this is a ball tip needle, so it's not going to puncture this Aida like I need it to. Normally, I would have no problem with that because I usually use embroidery needles and they're nice and pointy. Okay, 1, 2. We're going to go up 1 and over 1. 1 next to that. I think that right there is where I got off last time. Down 1. And over 1. Okay. Yeah, my whole thing is, it's not just the barking. It's the fact that I can hear every single move that dog makes in that kennel. And it echoes. And it's constant. And yeah. I've lived here, it'll be 5 years in April. And the lady that lived above me before this guy moved in, she passed away up there. She was quiet as a mouse. I barely even knew when she was there. versus when she was not there. And this dude is so freaking loud. He walks like he weighs 400 pounds, which he does not. Just want to say that. Yeah. He and his baby mama like to have screaming fights. All the things. This is the downside of living in apartments. One over here. So, anyway, I didn't realize the time, but we need to go ahead and do Wednesday wins because we only got 10 minutes left. So, my Stitchy Bug has come back almost full force. I'm really enjoying it. I've worked on several different projects this week. I am excited about starting the Sense and Sensibility Sal this weekend. So that is my Wednesday win. So if you guys will go ahead and put your Wednesday wins in chat for me, please. If you're new here and you don't know what a Wednesday win is, it is a way for us to celebrate all of our little successes or big successes, whatever they may be, but to help each other, look on the bright side, have a good week, celebrate all the little things, etc., and so on. Ooh, that looks really messy. There we go. All right. Yep, Heather, they do. As much as I would love a house, you know, it's a thing. So Danielle finally broke down and purchased herself a Kindle Fire, and it came in today. Very nice. Now, are you going to get Pattern Keeper for your Kindle Fire? Is that why you got it? Hello Queen's Wednesday Win says she walked around the block today without a panic attack. Very well done. I know that is a very difficult battle, so I'm very proud of you for doing that. Mayhem says her Wednesday win is you're halfway done with your current Stitchy project, even with the dreaded F word happening. And Halloween says her Wednesday win is also that she got the kids' medical paperwork done. Very nice. Heather says she just finished a big resin project just for you. I never make stuff for myself, right? Why do we not make things for ourselves, you guys? I literally was talking the other night in Steph's chat that she did, and I was like, I've done like 10 large, like the big diamond paintings. I don't have any of them. I gave all of them away. Why do we do that to ourselves? But yes, it's always nice for stuff for you. Allie says she's almost done with her current DP, so I can move on to the one I'm doing for spreading a little love event with K Diamond Paints. Very nice. Deanne says her win is that she finished her custom DP, confetti heavy, but it is done. And we're going to incite the dog a little bit. Cowbell, because you got to finish. Melissa says her Wednesday win finally was able to start physical therapy for her shoulder. Doctor ordered it 2 weeks ago, but had to wait for insurance to approve. I'm glad the insurance got up their butts. Finally. Amanda says, I made it through the day and showered for 20 minutes. Not a joke, but a shower in this house is like finding cookies still in the kitchen. Normally I get 5 minutes before the word bomb is said. Very nice. Pippa, who returned back to work this week, says, after a blip in the beginning, I've done pretty good at biting my tongue. Sometimes that's the best you can ask for. Good job, Pippa. Chris and Kel says their Wednesday win was that they got good sleep. I have not been sleeping well. Like, I've been up and down. Yeah, for reals. Like, I go to bed, and then, like, 2 hours, I got to pee, and then, like, 2 more hours, something wakes me up, and then another 2 hours, I'm cold, and then I'm hot. It's been a thing. So, I'm glad somebody is sleeping. Oh, so you're back at work tomorrow. Okay. But you went back, didn't you say you were going back Monday? Did I misunderstand last week? Or did plans change? So, yeah. Anyway, so I was telling you guys, I'm going to this retreat in April. I'm very excited to get to go to a retreat that I'm not hosting. So I did get called off the wait list, and it's going to be a local one here in Dallas. So I'm going to stay up at my friend Nicole's house because she lives about 25 minutes from where the event is happening, to where from my house it's about an hour every day to drive, which is just a little too far for me. And so I was thinking of all the fun things that I could buy to go to the retreat. And I've been sourcing some things and pretty excited. So I did find a lamp. It's an LED lamp, and it's got, I think, 2 regular outlet plugs and then like 2 or 3 USB ports on it as well. So I know we're going to have to maximize our spaces because, like, unlike a lot of hotel ballrooms, this one doesn't have the plugs in the floor. They're only on the walls, so we're going to have to be running quite a few, extension cords and things like that. Okay. Let's try it this way. We're just going to fudge this a little bit. So I thought that would be a good lamp to have because then I can plug my phone in, I can plug my iPad in, all of those kinds of things. One of the ladies that we're going to sit with mentioned that she's got one of those big round things that, you can plug multiple, basically it's a power strip, but it's round, that she's planning to bring, so we can use that. But I figure if I only have to have one plug and then everything else can go off my lamp, that's probably the best situation. And then I was like, oh, well, I might need a new bag to carry all the stuff in. I am totally making excuses in order to buy things, but that's okay. Anywho. So if you see something real cool you think I need for the retreat, let me know. Send me a picture. Oh, so Samantha's Wednesday win is that she became a grandma. Congratulations, Samantha. Our mom and baby doing well. Danielle said it was a great live. Hope you sleep well tonight and your head feels better soon. Thank you, Danielle. It was always day 1 tomorrow. Okay, so I misunderstood. I apologize, Pippa. No problem, Christy. Welcome back. We are actually getting ready to head out. So thank you to everyone for joining me as always. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me, even though I wasn't doing my best tonight. I still appreciate it as always. Like I said, we do have 2 spots left open for the retreat. So if you would like one of those spots, this is for the retreat in Missouri in October. Please contact me and let me know, and we'll go from there. Don't forget that Tia will be live here in about an hour and a half on her channel. I'm not sure what she's doing tonight, but she will be live on her channel tonight. So make sure you check her out. She's always a riot. I love watching Tia. I don't always say a lot, but I'm always there and listening. And so make sure that you join her. Those of you that are signed up for the retreat, don't forget retreat roundup number 3 is on Saturday. And I think until I see you guys next time. Oh, Tia's doing a collab. Who are you doing a collab with, Tia? with Rivka. Okay, so Riv and Tia will be on at 9:30 Central Time. So that's in an hour and a half. And please don't forget to hit that like button, the thumbs up button. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And of course, if you do subscribe, make sure you have that cowbell rung because everybody needs more cowbell in their lives. And until I see you guys here in an hour and a half on Tia's Live, happy stitching, happy diamond painting, till we meet again. Bye, guys.